Splitsman57 here. Today I'm just going to dispel some popular notions of contortion, you know, for educational purposes, I suppose. So I'm reading these off of Wikipedia, so forgive me. Contortionists apply snake oil to their joints or drink special elixirs to become more flexible. This was actually before the FDA was established. Back then, you had a bunch of the latest supposed cures running around claiming that they could cure any disease. Anlin's wizard oil, stuff like that. And that was one of them. Most of them were laced with alcohol to make you feel better, or in some cases you could die. So guess what that's proven to be? False. But it did give rise to guys like the elongated man. So there you go. Double jointed people have more joints than most people do. That's not really true. It's just the tendons and the ligaments are more flexible than usual, get more elasticity, and especially the joints. Synovial fluid, heard here. It just allows us to be more flexible, that's all. You can train if you want to be it, but most people will get hurt, and I've seen only some people bend up to about here before they go, ow. So if you want to practice, go ahead, but I'm not making any claims, though. And, let's see, contortionists have to dislocate their joints when they've been unusually far. Since some loose-jointed people are able to pop a joint out of its socket without pain, it may be hard to tell whether their joint is actually dislocated without an x-ray. However, as long as the joint socket is the right shape, most extreme bends can be achieved without dislocating the joint. Actual dislocations are rarely used during athletic contortion acts since they make up the joint more unstable and prone to injury. And a dislocated limb cannot lift itself or support anyway. Rubber Boy was on Ripley's Believe It or Not, and he actually had to dislocate his joints to get out of being tied up. But I haven't had to do anything. I would have heard like I got to go to the ER. Yeah. Contortionists can bend bonelessly in any directions. The degree of natural flexibility of one joint in a certain direction does not determine its degree of flexibility in the opposite direction or the flexibility of other joints in the body. Contortionists can create the illusion of having boneless bodies by specializing in the skills that show off the most flexible joints with the help of actual talent and mime skills. Wasn't expecting that, so doing this is something that not everybody can do, but still nonetheless. You're either born a contortionist or you're not. Again, just like ice skating, just like football, you get better. It's homework, whatever, have you whoop-de friggin' do. Practice makes perfect. Well, except if you're Yngwie Malmsteen. That's different, entirely different story. And with practice you can get it, but yeah, there's some people who are who can be flexible, and most contortionists have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. I don't really want to read it that way. I think it actually might hurt them more. I don't know. I don't know. Women are more apt to be contortionists than men. Maybe not. Look at me. 21 years old. I'm still able to do this. The average woman tends to be more limber than the average man, but pictures of contortionists throughout history and around the world, taken as a whole, show equal nearly numbers of both sexes. Western contortionists in the late 19th century were mostly men, just as extreme flexibility in modern India is practiced mostly by men. And also, you're gonna see some stuff. Cirque du Soleil has a bunch of incredible stuff. And finally, Asians are more flexible than Caucasians. Well, they are maybe more popular in Eastern cultures. The low flexibility is all of individual variation in training methods and ethnicity. Though more Asian contortionists are seen on stages does not mean Asians are naturally more flexible than Caucasians. Regional differences, how much practice you've had, if you're born with it, if anyone else in the family has had it, if it's inherent. Actually, never mind. Anyway, but we have 4 minutes. Saw one on deviantart. Let's see how well that goes. And so what you've got are many common misconceptions. Like, for example, contortionists are double jointed Well, you know that. I've still got the same number of joints. I don't have one right here. Ouch, that must hurt. No, stretching does not hurt unless done improperly. That is, a stretch should never feel like anything more than slight discomfort, which gives away a pleasurable something. I stretch a lot, but I just can't gain flexibility. Some people gain flexibility more easily than others, well, there's practically no one who truly doesn't have the potential to become quite flexible. If you are stretching but not gaining flexibility, you're most likely just doing it wrong. There's a time when the person stretched most every day for over a year never really made any gains. You were doing it wrong. Now, I'm not really sure, but so just try and find some time to, I guess my advice is to try and find some time to where you're trying to put your arm behind your head like this, and one day you'll be able to take it to your earlobe. But I take no responsibility for trips to the emergency room, though. You have been warned. But yeah, I'm not that flexible. I'm not like some of those crazy females from Slovakia or other countries like that, or this one Chinese girl whose video has over 10 million views, which is incredible. Here I am with barely a couple hundred, but honestly, I don't mind. So, the next time, there's going to be failures. You're going to see me epic fail. Oh yeah, until next time. Actually, I'm going to try and run to 7 minutes. Yeah, Godzilla shirt got this. Family got for me in Florida. I forgot where, but yeah, Disney store. So, until next time. Stay bendy, everyone.